Exposition is hard to do if you don't know what you're doing. I've made videos on how to make good exposition, but this scene right here is the best exposition for a magic system I've seen. Hunter x Hunter was the first anime with a solid explanation of its complex system, but that was as boring as watching paint dry. Naruto stepped it up with the belt test, accompanying the explanation of jutsus, but this scene in part 2 of Naruto takes the cake. The scene I'm talking about is the elemental exposition. You know I write with a scalpel because my penmanship is surgical. There are two scenes happening concurrently. Yamato is teaching Naruto how to control wind, and Team Asuma and Kakashi are fighting Kakuzu and Hidan. The genius starts in Naruto chapter 333. The fight cuts to Yamato, and he begins to explain the different nature transformations. He draws a picture to help visualize the 5 elements, and how elements are strong against one and weak against another. He also explains how elements can combine to help each other. Yamato specifically points out these dynamics. Wind enhances fire, water puts out fire, wind beats lightning, and earth would lose to lightning. The story cuts back to the fight, and Kakashi immediately uses Raikiri, a lightning jutsu, to pierce Kakuzu's hardening, an earth jutsu. We just got done learning about this, and the story puts it into action straight away. It's like when a game teaches you a new mechanic, and then tests you on it. Kakashi explains that he knew it was earth because of the hand sign Kakuzu used. In the past, fire and water have been associated with the tiger and horse signs respectively. I don't remember if earth had been associated with the serpent sign yet. In 334, Kakuzu brings out his masks, revealing that his fighting style revolves around using multiple elements. Kakuzu attacks with wind, then lightning, but Kakashi counters the lightning with his Raikiri, which was the same element. In 335, he reveals that he can also use fire. Then in 336, Kakuzu combines fire and wind to make a powerful attack. This dynamic was specifically mentioned. Kakashi counters with a water jutsu. This dynamic was also mentioned, but the water isn't enough to beat the enhanced fire. Finally, in 337, when Kakuzu is about to kill his foes with his enhanced fire, Naruto and Yamato show up, countering with a wind and water jutsu. Wind and water weren't set to mix, but water does counter fire. Maybe the wind was to counter Kakuzu's wind. This whole scene was phenomenal for multiple reasons. 1. It gave us a question first, then an answer. Elements in Naruto have already existed for 300 chapters, but the dynamic was never outright stated. We knew the 5 elements, and they were always depicted in a certain order, but it was never explicitly said that there was a rock paper scissors dynamic. 2. It sugarcoats a bitter pill. The exposition, despite already being interesting, for reason number 1, is slipped into an entertaining fight. Furthermore, the fight isn't just some sparring, like the belt test. It's an actual life or death fight that had been built up with plot and characters throughout the arc. It moves the story forward. Naruto's training is also pivotal to the story. 3. It finds clever ways to show off what had just been learned. The story didn't just stop at one element dynamic, it showed elements combining and multiple weaknesses. In conclusion, Naruto's elemental exposition is arguably the best magic system exposition scene because it lets the viewers ask the question before giving them the answer. It sugarcoats a bitter pill with an epic fight, and it finds clever ways to show off what had just been explained. There must have been a good amount of preparation to set up Kakuzu as an elemental user, set up Naruto to learn an element, and then have the training scene happen alongside Kakuzu's big fight. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and help me revolutionize the manga industry by buying my manga and spreading the word. All important links will be in the description.